Let's take a look at how to start and shut down the APU. On the overhead panel in the front towards the middle, you'll find the APU start panel. The APU panel has two buttons, a master switch and an APU start switch. When you want to start the APU, you will first operate the master switch for the APU. The master switch does a sequence of events but does not start the APU. When pushing the master push button to on, you will first see the blue on light come on. The ECB will control and power up itself to perform a self-test and put electrical power to the APU system. The air inlet flap will open. The APU fuel isolation valve will open. And if no fuel tank pumps are on at this time, then the APU fuel pump automatically starts operating to supply the fuel pressure to the APU. Remember, from fuel systems, we have a separate dedicated APU fuel pump on the line connected to the left side of the fuel system. And then the APU system page shows up automatically on the ECAM display. Note that right here, the APU has not started yet, but it has performed a self-test and electrically powered up. When we wish to start the APU, we will operate the start switch on the APU panel. The first thing you will see is that the blue light on the start switch will come on, similar to that on the master switch. Once the inlet flap has completely opened from the control of the master switch, you will then see a flap open green memo on the APU ECAM system display. The starter is then energized, and this is an electrical starter motor. That's why it requires electrical power to start the APU. Running the starter motor will start the rotation of the shaft inside the APU, drawing air in. 1.5 seconds after the starter motor has been energized, ignition will automatically turn on. When the shaft reaches a speed of 60%, that's called end speed, 60%, then the starter motor is de-energized and the ignition is turned off. Here we will have had startup and light up of the APU, and the speed of the APU is now above self-sustaining speed, allowing the APU to accelerate to its normal operating speed of 99 or 100%. When the APU is powered up, then the start light will go off. This happens 2 seconds after end speed has reached 95% or when the speed reaches 99.5%. We will then, instead of having a blue light on the start switch, have a green AVAIL light, indicating that the APU is now started and it is within normal parameters to supply the systems. The APU may now supply bleed air and electrical power to all the aircraft system. The logic in the electrical system will then connect the electrical generator, provided that the main engines, generators, and a ground power unit is not connected in. Remember the logic? We talked about that in the electrical presentation on the systems. The APU may now also supply the bleed air to the bleed system, mainly the air conditioning pack. This is done from the air conditioning panel with the APU bleed push button set to on. Remember, do not use the APU bleed simultaneously with the ground high or low pressure connection unit, as this could damage the pneumatic and the bleed system. The shutdown of the APU is very simple. A single push on the master switch right here and the APU will go through its auto shutdown sequence. When pushing the master switch and setting it to off, the first thing you'll notice is that all the lights will extinguish. The blue light on the master switch and the green AVAIL light on the start switch. If the APU has been supplying bleed air, then the APU will keep running for a cooldown period of between 60 to 120 seconds. This is automatically controlled by the ECB. When the speed reaches 7%, then the air inlet flap will close. The cooldown period is to ensure, together with the delay of the flap closing, to ensure that the APU has proper time to cool down, as this is already a closed-in environment. We don't want to close it in when it's already hot.